you have to get support. There are things you're doing right now in your business that you shouldn't be doing. Someone else can do for you, and they can actually do it better than you. Spoiler, there are people out there who are better than you at a lot of stuff.
I think that's the discussion that we're having here of like how, as a wedding pro, really a pro in any industry, but in this industry, when it's built around you as someone who's wildly creative, passionate about this industry, how do you build something that doesn't necessarily require you to just constantly be smothered by the weight of, like you said, the nights and the weekends and everything just relying on you, which can be quite, depressing after a while, I think, and heavy.
Yeah, for sure. I think most wedding pros have fears of hiring, and
Why
they
is that?
just, I think it's financial. And I also think it's a mindset thing. When you have been building and growing your business on your own, you often believe that nobody else can do something as good as you can do it, and that you'll have to end up doing it yourself anyway. So if it's just quicker for you to do, why don't you just do it? And this is also across a lot of industries, solo entrepreneurs who are building and growing a business rapidly that actually does require team members to come in and offer support, always struggle with expanding and growing their team. I have a team now in my coaching business. I have a podcast manager, editor, a online business manager, a script writer. I mean, I've got a team. I can't do it alone. And I know that. But there's always this resistance when you're looking to hire someone. And I think there's a lot of mindset things that come into play. So one question you can ask yourself, instead of like, what is it going to cost me? Because that's always the big looming question of how much is this going to cost me? I want you to ask, what is it going to cost me not to have someone come in and take this off my plate? What is it going to cost me to not be able to free up my time to make more sales or to provide a better experience or to focus my attention on the things that quote unquote only I can do? What's it actually costing me? And I think you will find that it's costing you more money to do it yourself than to hire just even a virtual assistant to do it. But then there are other mindset things that sort of creep into place, like no one can do this better than me. And my question in reverse would be, how can I find someone to do this better than me? How can I find someone who's better at this than I am to help elevate this part of my business and really get it done? So if you want to build and grow a business like I did, and not everybody has to do that, that's your choice. But if you want to build a business that's sellable and scalable, you need to have a team. And you obviously need to be financially stable to support that team. And you need to be able to have your business growing in a direction where that team has work to do. But it's all possible. And only you will know your circumstances. But you have to get support. There are things you're doing right now in your business that you shouldn't be doing. Someone else can do for you, and they can actually do it better than you. Spoiler, there are people out there who are better than you at a lot of stuff. And one of my mottos was always like, let me find people who are smarter than me, more driven than me, who are better at this than I am. And it's funny, we would have an inquiry come in and I wouldn't be available, or I would pass it over to one of the associate planners. And, they would know me because of my face in the business. And in the consultation, I might be sitting around and I would sort of mention like, oh, you're so lucky that you have so-and-so. She's so much better at this than I am. And it's true, because she's not dealing with all the stress of running a business. She just gets to show up for the customer. So anyway, I think it's very important to surround yourself with good people who can do jobs better than you, to free yourself up to scale and grow your business and focus on only the things that you can do.
As another identity piece to this, I think that as early on in our careers, we identify as the hat wearer of every hat, right? And so when we come in, it's that identity shift of, instead of doing the job, we are identifying the pain points. We're becoming professionals, and we're kind of pulling ourselves out of the day-to-day. But there definitely is that identity shift between, I need to respond to this email right now, to I need to find the right person to respond to that email.
Yes, it's a beautiful music you're singing here, Jonathan. I have to tell you, I could talk about this with you all day.